What's up, fellas? Irslan here, creator of the Fit Body program, and welcome back to another episode of Becoming Fit. So today we're in beautiful Garden City, Long Island, where you're about to hear from one of our VIP fat loss students, Ted Karkus, and learn how he went from having years of stubborn belly fat to abs at the age of 62. And hey, you may even learn a few business lessons along the way. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
I've learned in life that the most important thing in life is to get motivated and excited. Whether it's a project, it's an initiative, it could be work, it could be sports, it could be your health. I was born to help people. It's in me to help people. At the age of 30, after doing many years of therapy, I learned to give a shit no matter what it is. And it doesn't matter whether it's your job, it doesn't matter if it's a sport that you're playing, it doesn't matter if it's an activity, an initiative, a hobby, an interest, or in this case, what we're talking about is your health. So this used to be an entirely empty space. In fact, I think it used to be a school with classrooms. And now we have labs and research rooms, and here's my favorite parts. Since this is all about health, we even have a little cafeteria where we have breakfast and lunch. Cereal is actually healthy. You want to lose weight? High carbs, low fat. Great way to lose weight. Cereal. I stay away from the snacks though. Snacks? No. Soda? No. Water is good, soda bad. Water good, soda bad, all right? Every 5 or 10 years, I would find something different to be passionate about, and then I'd really work at it. Same thing with sports I've done with work. I've had 3 or 4 different careers over the last 40 years. I traded on the floor of the New York Futures Exchange. I worked for an investment bank as an institutional salesman. I was the director of an institutional equity department, all investment banking. Hated wearing a suit and tie, didn't like being there. Changed to another job. I became a trader of stocks. I then started consulting to companies. And then at the age of 50 years old, I took over control of the company that I'm now the CEO of. I was a shareholder. I launched what's called a proxy contest. Completely changed my career from advising companies and investing in companies and doing all this entrepreneurial stuff to all of a sudden I win control of this company. All of a sudden I'm a CEO. I expect what I did from 30 to 60, I'm going to do from 60 to 90. Every 10 years, I expect my career to change. I expect my life to change. I expect to work on different things. I never understood health is actually a different category. And now, Irslan, through you, I've learned how important it is to pay attention to your health. I can't tell you how many people in the gym, we're gonna go to my gym in a little while. I'm really excited to show you the gym. There are dozens of guys, big muscles, and they have big stomachs. And I've seen them week after week, month after month, because I'm in the gym all the time now. I see them, they're there every day. Nothing changes. And they keep lifting more and more weight. Nothing changes. They have a big stomach, and they look like they're out of shape. And they don't get it. And then I say to them, well, have you ever thought about counting calories? He's like, oh, I don't have to count calories. And then every once in a while, I saw a guy the other day, he was a big guy. I saw for 3 years, body didn't change. All of a sudden, the last 2 months, it changed dramatically. I said, what happened? He said, diet. And I said, yes, you're exactly right. The interesting thing about your program, and again, this is something that I've become passionate about, is you told me that I have to do steps every day. You said, you have to do 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day. And then a week or 2 weeks in, then you said, Ted, it's really 10,000, it's not 7,000. But what's interesting is I learned how to do steps. It's the easiest thing in the world. Look, I'm a CEO of a public company, all right? I'm as busy as anybody. I could use work as an excuse as much as anybody. Give me a break. To give you an example about what I'm talking about with steps. So I'm gonna get in the treadmill right now, and I'm just gonna put it on 3-point-something miles an hour, all right? You know, so this is 3.5 miles an hour. I put on my headphones. I got my cell phone here. I know that when I'm walking 3.5 miles an hour, I walk for 1 mile, that's 2,200 steps. So when I'm done with my 1 mile or my 2 miles or whatever I walk, or 1.5 miles, I just put the steps in. so that I'm keeping track of my steps. So I can do 3 miles, which is 6,600 steps, just on one decent business call, 45-minute business call. I've already done more than half my steps for the day on one business call. And it's not work. Look, I'm talking to you right now. I'm on the treadmill. What is the big deal? You can't do this? You can't tell me you can't do steps. So anytime I'm not actually pushing a weight in the gym, I'm walking. Anytime I'm on a telephone call, that's a time for me, that's an opportunity for me to be getting in my steps. So all of a sudden, I was doing 12,000 steps a day. Now what's interesting is we got the weight down, we stabilized the weight. We're actually now talking about me putting on weight. And you all of a sudden, you saw Irslan, I was getting up to 14,000 steps, 15,000 steps a day. And you're like, Ted, actually, I really want you to limit to 12. It's almost difficult for me to, because I want to make sure I get in enough steps early in the day in case I do get tied up later in the day. And so oftentimes, I've completed my goal for steps for the day by dinner time. And then if I end up walking the dog, that's another 1,000, 1,500 steps. So what's interesting is I'm doing more steps than I'm supposed to now, whereas before I was struggling. And what's nice about that is then I don't have to worry about how much I'm working out. And to be honest with you, I'm cheating. And I don't know if it's good or bad, I cheat. I'm not doing a lot of cardio these days. I'm doing my weightlifting, I'm getting cardio out of that, but the truth is I'm not doing a lot of cardio, yet I lost 12, 13 pounds. Without doing cardio. Imagine if you actually like doing a little cardio too. I'm doing this walking. If I'm not on the treadmill or you don't have a treadmill or you're working, guess what? You can walk and talk at the same time. What is the big deal? I'm doing steps right now. It's the easiest thing in the world. You can't tell me that you don't have time to work out and just get steps in to burn calories. All right? Enough said. You don't have to sign up with Irslan unless you actually want to make a difference in your life. Do you want to make a difference? Do you want to lose weight or don't you? Do you want to walk around with a big fat stomach or don't you? And let me tell you, there's 90% of you are walking around with a big fat stomach and you're pretending you don't see it. And you're holding in your gut and it still sticks out and everybody sees your gut is sticking out. All of you have this gut sticking out. And you're pretending it's not so bad. Well, if you want to pretend, go ahead and pretend. Or why not address it? It's actually easy to address it. It's really cool. I'm not here just to pitch people signing up for you. I'm here to tell the people watching, you can make a difference in your life if you want to, but it starts with, do you want to make the decision? Do you want to be average? Do you want to be mediocre? Or do you want to go for it? What I've learned, the secret to my life, is I go for it in everything I do. Work, sports, health, and of course, my family. And you may say I'm a type A personality, and I have all this energy, and I'm not normal, and you're not me. Anybody can do this. Anybody can lose weight if you want to. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter if you're 10 pounds overweight or 300 or 400 pounds overweight. The concept is the same. The goal is the same. The way you do it is the same. And you can do it. And it doesn't matter. What the hell difference does it make if you want to lose 10 pounds over 10 weeks or you want to lose 100 pounds over 10 months? Or you want to lose 300 pounds over 2 or 3 years? It's something really interesting that somebody told me the other day. Have you ever noticed people in their 80s and 90s, they're always thin? Do you think all of a sudden they dieted when they were in their 80s and 90s? No, the reason they got to their 80s and 90s is because they kept the weight off when they were younger. So do you want to be alive, when you're 70, 80, 90 years old, or don't you? Right? You have to be active. You have to care about your life if you want to be alive. And the one thing I can tell you, at every stage of my life has become more important to me, not less. If you're 25 years old and overweight and you think, oh, who cares? I don't even give a shit about when I'm 50 or 60 years old. Well, guess what? I'm 62. I'm more jazzed about my life now than any other time in my life. And I expect to be even more jazzed and working on new projects and doing more things when I'm 70 and 80 and 90. Guess what? You're not going to get there. Knock on wood, I'm going to get there. You're not going to get there if you're not in good health.
So there you have it. This is the story of how Ted became one of the fit fellas, torched 10 pounds of stubborn belly fat, built muscle, and took control over his health, career, and family. So hey, listen, if you're a man who's ready to become one of the fit fellas, torch 20 to 40 pounds of stubborn belly fat without cardio, fads, or dieting, then book your free strategy call right now. We'll jump on the phone and see if there's a good fit for us to coach together. So thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you in our next episode of Becoming Fit.
5.